An attack like Americans have never seen before could be coming very soon, according to the FBI. What we are now hearing is that due to the recent attack from the United States and Israel on Iran, Iran is saying that they will retaliate, and this could be the biggest attack ever. According to President Trump, he is warning Iran, do not retaliate and leave it be. But Iran is doing so because many people in the country are extremely concerned, worried, and upset that their supreme leader has been killed. But now we are getting warnings all across the United States. Local police are telling people to stay vigilant, that according to the FBI, we could see some type of lone wolf or sleeper cell attack here on U.S. soil in the coming weeks. Now, some are saying that this could...
All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations and blessings to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of the whole night throughout the four corners of the earth. And to the Akwath, listening and learning in sincerity, and the truth and the silence, Shalom. This is your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto. Here with another lesson. All right, we'll get right into it. All right, these elites, they're rolling out heavy enchantments, right? And we know everything that's taking place. All roads lead to the MOTB, right? But the vibration of fear is going to continue to increase in America, the great Babylon the Great. We know the hot topic, what's going on with Iran now. You know, the side quest, so to speak, right? They're gonna come with more enchantments. So you heard the beginning of this. Americans can expect sleeper cells. I'm beginning with the elder apostles on down. We've been telling you these things, man. Right? And it's a perfect storm to bring in martial law, right? And then, you know, because of this attack, we need to digitally ID everybody. And listen, all roads lead to the MOTB, right? Let's open with a scripture, right? 2 Corinthians, right? And this precept's coming out a lot as of lately, right? Because we're identifying what it is this devil's doing, right? Filtering it through scriptures and blowing the trumpet. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, right? The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, who are the Edomites. For we are not ignorant of his devices, right? We're not ignorant. Right? We see us in this truth, the elect, Lord willing, we're of that number, the hopeful elect. We see, we have the eye salve to see what it is this diabolical madman is doing. NLT, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes, right? And he's got an evil scheme right now, man. Right, this is the perfect storm to bring in digital identification, right? Because of threats, right? Look at the man in Texas. I had it queued up. The elder posted this in the chat. U.S. mass shooting possibly motivated by Iran strikes. Right, and they put out a picture of a man. Right, it says the FBI is investigating the Austin, Texas incident as a potential act of T. And these things are going to continue. This diabolical man. Listen, it's the same playbook he plays all the time. It's the same playbook he runs all the time. The same offensive playbook he runs all the time. The same defensive playbook he runs all the time. It says here, the gunman who deleted 2 people and injured over a dozen in Texas may have been motivated by U.S. strikes on Iran that deleted the country's supreme leader and caused widespread civilian casualties, according to the law enforcement sources cited by U.S. media. Right? And they posted a picture of him. Yeah, right there. Right? And he's wearing a sweatshirt, property of Allah. Right? But these are all enchantments. Okay? And psyops. Right? To further their agenda. Right? And now they're going to stroke they're going to play the violin, the fiddle, the instrument of fear. Right? And spread it out via their media. Right? Right? Blame everything on T. Right? And then paint somehow tie the Israelites, the men of the Lord, those prophesying, right? Somehow tie and connect them to the to T's, right? Amos 5:10, and it reads, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, right? The elite, they hate, beginning with the elect, right? The 144,000, the men prophesying, they hate the Israelites as a whole, but they particularly have a deep hatred for the men of the Lord that are prophesying, and they're going to look to demonize this truth, right? Because the men of the Lord, the prophets are the ones rebuking you at the gate, the highways, the byways, the hedges, these video epistles. And they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. NLT, how you hate honest judges, right? The judges being the elect, the 144,000, the men of the Lord, right? Fulfilling prophecy by prophesying. Lord willing, with that number. How you despise people who tell the truth, right? You elites, right? This truth is a noise in your ears. Right? It says in Job 15, a dreadful sound is in his ears. Job 15. Salakia. I'm just flowing in the spirit. Job 15:21, it reads, a dreadful sound is in his ears, right? This truth is a dreadful sound to the nobles of Esau, the elites. Right? This truth is it strikes fear in their spirit. Right? Hence why they're going to use their sword. Hence why they're going to come down having great wrath. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. In prosperity, right? The scripture says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Right? The Lord Yahushua going to come. The Lord's going to send his son Yahushua to destroy America the Great, Babylon the Great. Right? It's prosperity. Esau is at the top of the food chain. He rules everything. He controls the media. Right? Beginning with Amalek, chief house of Esau. Right? He controls the media, the banking system, the economy. Right? This is his rulership, his heaven, his prosperity. Right? Yahushua is going to snatch Esau, Edom out of rulership.
Could happen any day now. Others say that this likely is going to take a little bit of time and some planning, and this could happen in the next several weeks. So, which cities are supposed to be on high alert? Well,
Best way to unclog your arteries, cut out salt.
Slovakia.
Nope, take blood pressure meds. Nope, follow the dash.
all major U.S. cities are on high alert. According to the FBI and the Pentagon, they are saying the major cities like New York City, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Dallas, Seattle, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Miami, those are some of the cities that we should be extremely concerned with.
All a perfect stage for a false flag, for a T, right? Something debilitating, something catastrophic, right? And then bring in draconian measures, right? Bring in military checkpoints, right? Go hard on the offensive. Fire back some airstrikes, right? While the media is pushing fear. The 20,000 suspected dead in a major Babylonian American city, right? Now you got military troops in the streets of America the Great, Babylon the Great. Now you got Nero 47 making an announcement. We need to track and trace everybody. Bring in the CHIP. Because remember, the MOTB comes before World War III, and we're seeing the undertones of World War III brewing, right? But the MOTB comes before that. How are they gonna bring? They're gonna bring something catastrophic, man, and they're gonna demonize this truth. They're gonna persecute the prophets. I wanted to get a scripture. 2nd Ezra 15. Second Ezra 15. Second Ezra 15 and 28. It reads, "Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots," right? There's those Islamic nations, right? Many chariots, war ready. They're military, right? Salakia. "And the multitude of them shall be carried as a wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble," right? And we're seeing the media push the vibration of fear, right? Throughout Esau's medium, right? Throughout Babylonian American stations, podcasts, TV, right? The internet, right? This is the hot topic, right? Sleeper cells. That's it says here that all they which hear them may fear and tremble, right? Verse 30, "Also the Carmenians," right? Iran, "raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come," right? Military, their drones, right? Hegseth is on the record of saying Babylon the Great, America the Great is within reach. Let me see if I had it queued up. Let me see if I can find it.
I am aware of the loss of 3 U.S. Air Force F-15Es overnight in the region. I am grateful for the safety of the crews, and we know that this was not from hostile enemy fire.
What percentage of Iranian long-straight capabilities are still in the fight, and what is our exit strategy here, and when will it be deployed?
Well, they have long-range strike capabilities, which we are hyper-focused on. The brief we got just this morning, Admiral Cooper knows exactly and precisely what kind of threat matrix he's looking at, the way they might change their techniques and how we adapt to that. So we're making sure the theater commander has absolutely everything he needs. I mean, one of the things the chairman mentioned is for months and months, even before we built up, we ensured that we had maximum defensive capabilities in theater to allow the president the decision space in the future. So even before this buildup in the last 30 days, we discreetly brought defensive assets in to make sure, understanding that there are Iranian capabilities. As far as time frame, I would never hang a time frame from our perspective. The commander-in-chief sets the op tempo and terms of this fight. As I said, it's on his terms. And we'll make sure that Admiral Cooper and his team have everything they need, not just to defend. I mean, the best defense is good offense. And so we're aggressively pushing into that airspace over that southern flank to ensure that we control it and we destroy anything that moves that would attempt to shoot us.
Khan, so the point there, right? They're saying they have long-range strike capability, right? Back in Second Ezra 15, and 30, and it reads, also the Carmanians, right, Iran, raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, right? These Islamic nations are going to join together with each other, man. You got Turkey. Turkey's a NATO nation, right? Scripture says, "These shall hate the whore." There's going to be a follower amongst the NATO nations. You got Jordan. You got Cyprus, right? Right. Pakistan is a Islamic nation. They possess uranium rods. Right, and then you have Russia, stand thou a guard unto them. Right, but the point here is these Islamic nations coming together, unifying, right, and join battle with them. Right, you could join battle, get in battle with America the Great, Babylon the Great, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Right, the land of the Assyrians, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. Spiritual Assyria, right? America, right? Shall waste a portion, right? It could be sleeper cells. It could be long-range strikes, right? They're wasting a portion of Assyria now. There's reports coming out. They're hitting American bases over there in the so-called Middle East, right? Which is Western Asia. Right? Verse 31, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, right? The wild man, right? Ishmael, right? The wild man. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, right? So we know, according to prophecy, right? The Carmanians, Iran plays a part in the lead up. Right, but we're in beautiful times. Right, we're in the time of prophecy. But we know there's the fear engine is being pushed. It's a major psyops, major enchantment. It's enchantment after enchantment, man. They've conveniently swept the E list under the rug, and now they're gonna paint a picture of sleeper cells. Right, sleeper cells, and wearing a sweatshirt, a hoodie with property of Allah on it, all enchantment. So with that, call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Bashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and teach you and rule well. Shalom to the elect.